Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village. I'm going to be testing and reviewing the new Callaway Apex MB irons. I've got the 7 and the 4 to test using ProV1s on GCQuad. And I've also got the Callaway X Forged irons to test. Will be coming in the video next, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to start off with the Apex first, because these irons are quite simply stunning. They are so simple design. There's not much going on. It is a true blade, a true muscle back, with the Callaway symbol etched into the muscle back right behind the impact zone. The Apex MB just up on that top line near towards the toe. It is a super shiny chrome finish, polished finish, and this is a forged iron. The lofts are very traditional, so this 7 iron is 34 degrees of loft. So I'm not expecting these to go really far at all, and I'm probably expecting them maybe to spin higher than some of the 7 irons I've been testing more recently. But we've got to maybe offset that against this head size is pretty small. So maybe forgiveness levels won't be super high with this, but let's give it a hit and see what we see. Not much technology and design going into this. This is just a new good looking iron for your best players in the golf club, and really for your tour players and for guys who like to see shiny things in the bag. But this is simple looking and it is small. Very slim top line, beautiful look behind the ball. The toe and the heel are mirrored. The face is a little bit more kind of dulled out, which helps highlight the face actually, helps highlight the grooves very nicely. Let's give this 7 iron a hit, sorry. That felt really good. I've put the flag there at 170, just because it's only 34 degrees of loft. I'm not expecting it to go a million miles. That felt so good off the head. 171 carry for 176 total, 6 yards off line. Good spin rate, 6.8 on the spin rate, love that. Strike location a tiny bit from the toe, but not much. That first one felt really good. My description for that first one was just like butter soft. Everything you expect from this iron, from the feel and the looks. It does look so smart. Scary, but very smart. Oh, that felt even better. That got a little bit longer than I expected actually, that. Yeah, I'm never going to see this landing into the high 70s, and I don't want it to. The last thing I want with this iron is for it to pop too far and get me hitting 170 plus. Don't need it to. 172 carry there. Good spin numbers again, 6.6. They're hitting everything that I like to see in an iron. And it's bladed, but it's not ridiculous. I've definitely seen slimmer irons in my time. Let's go one more with the 7. Okay, that was a bit off the bottom. Let's see what that does. That was cleaner of a golf shot. Go in. First one in. Oh. So that, just to give you an idea, that was off the bottom groove. Maybe even a tiny bit heely off the bottom as well. Stayed on line, carried 6 yards shorter than the other 2 shots. Spin rate was still very high. So the carry just dropped off a little bit, but nothing too dangerous at all. And you can see strike location there just a tiny bit from the heel. And when we talk about a tiny bit there, that on a blade length like this, that is only just off center. I'm actually going to go one more there with the 7. Let's get 4 shots with the 7 iron. So far, so good. Again, I didn't get all of that one. It's showing a little bit of its inconsistent factors here, but still only just off the edge of the green at 175 total distance. That wasn't as good a hit, but it's not super damaging. Feels really good. As soon as I hit it, I get responses of exactly where I've hit on the club face. Some solid numbers. Let's have a look through those quickly, just while we've got the 7 still in hand. Yeah, a little bit low on the head, but apart from that, not bad at all. Now, if we see the average figures here, the average of the 4 shots I've just hit, we see an average carry distance there of 169. Now, the last 2 did drop off, and they were more poor hits, low strikes. The other two were more into the low 170s, which is probably where I'd normally see this on good hits all the time. But I'll take the average at 169 with a 34-degree iron. That's probably maybe 3 yards too short, but we saw the good ones being exactly where I need it to be. Spin rate, love this column. 6,500 RPM spin. Yes, exactly where I need it to be for a 7-iron. With traditional loft of 34 degree, that hits the mark brilliantly. We also see really good numbers in peak height, so 34 yards up in the air. Now this is interesting. When I've tested recently more stronger lofty golf clubs from Callaway and other brands, peak height has actually been higher from that, even though the actual loft has been much lower. So the height there is a more penetrating ball flight. It's not going super high, more penetrating, but with the blend of spin and still a very strong angle of descent, that ball's going to stop quick. Yeah, good numbers, really good. Let's go back to 4-iron next. Things might get a little bit more scary as we go into a bladed 4-iron. I'll throw the flag back to like, let's say 200 yards. So 4-iron loft sits at 23 degrees. So I think 200 yards is probably about right for this iron. And this looks, oh my goodness, it just looks stunning. I mean, just the most simple design of a Callaway iron I've ever seen. I'm going to put it out there. That is the cleanest lines, the best contouring, the best look, the simple finish. It's not going to suit everyone because that is super simple, but it has got every angle you look at it from. It is just pure beauty. It really is. Let's go 4-iron from 23 degrees. Blade length definitely looks a little bit smaller here, and top line is slimmer indeed, certainly from a 4-iron standpoint. Let's give this a hit. I've done all right with that one. That came out pretty well. Tiny bit fadey. Find the green at 200. Yeah, I'll take that every day. I'll take that every single day. They're impressing me. Not only by feel, but looks, performance, are hitting the mark exactly where I need it to be. And again, these are suited for the best player in your golf club, the pro, the tour player. It's kind of where this golf club sits. Yeah, really good numbers. Take that every day. Oh, that might be the best of the test. That might be the best of the test. Don't go too far. Yeah, still landed in there at 200. Just ran through the back, but from that range, not too bad. I mean, I feel like I almost want to play like a mess around with this 4-iron. It feels like it gives you the ability to maybe shape the ball a little bit more, just because the way it looks and the way it sits. I feel like I can sit that face open more at address, aim a fraction more left, and almost kind of play a bit of a high fadey one. Let's see if I can actually play that shot on demand. Just going through the numbers there, everything's hitting the mark exactly where it should be. Let's try and play a little bit of a high fadey one. Oh, I've got the height. It's not going to fade enough. I'll tell you what, I absolutely rocketed that one now. Can't complain with that strike. Definitely gives me the confidence I can do that. I didn't quite accomplish it that time. Let's go one more with the high fade. It's kind of what you feel like you need to do with a bladed 4-iron is mess around with the ball flight a little bit more. Yeah, I can definitely sit that 3 or 4 degrees more open than a normal iron, just because the bottom edge is so slim. Good numbers again. That came out like a rocket. 207 carry. Let's go for that high fade again. There she is. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying. Oh, not bad. So far, you know, these irons, from when I've been hitting them and testing them, so far, really nice. They look exactly like the best players in the golf club irons. The finish on it, from every angle you look at this golf club, it ticks the boxes. They are scary. When you look down at them, they're scary. I'm imagining that they're not going to offer ridiculous amounts of forgiveness, but even on the couple of shots that I hit there that weren't as pure, they still did okay. I wasn't fully punished. I hit a lot of good shots onto the green there, some really good numbers. I'm going to move into the Callaway X Forge. Now, by the way, I've not got a pitching wedge for this test, which is a real shame. I normally do, but they've not sent me one. So in the future, maybe I can get a pitching wedge for this, but I'd imagine it'd be pretty bladed and pretty good. Let's move into the Callaway X Forge next. This is the other set of irons, slightly more forgiving model than the Apex MB. And I'd be impressed to see how they feel and how they flight maybe slightly differently. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. What do you think of the look of this Callaway Apex MB iron? Does it tick your boxes? Are you a big fan of these? Or was this just scare you to death? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. If you are not, you should have done already. It's completely free to do. And we look forward to seeing you next video. Callaway X Forged irons coming soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.